The Breaking New Ground series is following the initiative of the Oblates and the Western Bishops. I think what we're trying to do with that is to follow up to the TRC calls to action. We're trying to decolonize our own minds and hearts. We're trying to forge a new relationship, a renewed relationship among the Indigenous people and Canada and the Church, and especially all this leading towards reconciliation and healing. I think that's what we're trying to do with Breaking New Ground.
It's an atmosphere of quiet, of peace that accommodates reflective thinking and productivity in a way that maybe other places don't allow. So we really welcome and invite everybody to use the star. We know we need to walk in a whole different way. Pope Francis's Laudato Si in Praise of Creation points out the whole technocratic kind of culture we've created that removes us by various steps from that relationship with the natural world, and how we need to reestablish it to preserve it for ourselves and for future generations.
Well, I hope what Anam Cara will do is to bring to Canada what it's brought to many parts of the world already for the last 12 years, namely a kind of spiritual formation program that goes back to about the 6th century AD. It was the Aboriginal spiritual tradition of Europe, found in Celtic spirituality. And of course, it has many parallels with other native spiritualities around the world. And what they have in common is that it's very nature-based. It emphasizes what we have in common more than what divides us. So I hope people from any background, Christian, Jewish, those who are just spiritual seekers, would find in Anam Cara a home to nurture their own soul, to ask the big questions in life, and then to be able to be in better sacred relationship with the earth, with others, and with their God.
My hope is that as many people as possible can be exposed to this teaching. One of the things I think that I've been really passionate about is to help people understand spiritual suffering and to be able to heal themselves and to be able to be healers for others. And I'm really, really delighted that we can have this in Canada so that people here locally have access to it and don't have to travel far.
In terms of addictions awareness, our society is experiencing an epidemic of addictions. And I think that's for a couple of reasons. One is that one definition of addiction is an attempt to avoid legitimate suffering. And our society doesn't know what to do with its pain anymore. And a good definition of spirituality is it's all about what we do with our pain. A weak spirituality runs away from pain. A strong spirituality deals with pain.
The Star of the North has been a constant for me since my first retreat 58 years ago. These many retreats and programs that I've taken over the years have been an opening of mind and soul, strengthened by the breaking of the Word and the sharing of the Eucharist as I walked with God over these many years. The Oblates of Mary Immaculate and the loving staff of the Star have always been there for me.
In November 2018, we kicked off our Starlight Shine On Capital campaign, inviting the community to support us in raising $500,000. That's our goal over 3 years from 2018 to 2021. And we're just inviting people to help us to, with our 3-part renovation plan. The first year, and that's this year, we're going to be re-shingling the roof. The second year, we're going to redo the exterior envelope of the building, so replacing the stucco. And the third year, we're going to remodel the chapel. And the way we want to do this, the way we want to proceed, we've already received close to $75,000 in donations, and we're so grateful for those donations and the people that have supported us. This year, we'll have a Camino, Estrella del Norte, or Star of the North Camino, taking place on Father's Day, June 16th, Sunday in the morning from 8 to noon. And we just invite you to come out, bring your fathers along, take a walk that is more reflective, more in tune with your spirit, and see parts of St. Albert that you haven't seen before. Come out and join us and get sponsors to support you and offer your prayers for them, that you will be praying for your families, for those that support you, to help raise money for the Star.